G'day guys, in this video we will be exploring the world of food delivery side hustle and explore just how much money you can make from this side hustle in the year of 2024 and beyond. Whether you're a college student looking to make some extra cash or someone searching for a flexible part-time job, food delivery might be your answer. Food delivery services such as Uber Eats, Menulog, DoorDash have basically transformed the way we order our food, and at the same time they have opened up fantastic opportunities for people like you and I to make some extra cash on the side. Hence, for the purpose of this video, I've gone ahead and created my very own Uber Eats delivery account, and I will be trying out this side hustle over 2 different days to see if it's actually worth it now, and coming up with an exact figure on how much you can make in an hour here in Sydney, Australia. I will also be showing you all the different tasks that you have to do in this side hustle and all the challenges which I personally faced whilst doing it. I will also be sharing some tips and tricks at the end of this video on how you can make the most amount of money, so make sure to watch this video till the end. So now let's get straight into the value by hopping into my car and by delivering food to our customers.
As you can see, I'm getting 2 specific deliveries, and you can just select it, and I selected it by clicking this button. Just now head to this specific place, and this is our very first delivery of the day. So for everyone's reference, we're starting at 7:22 p.m. on a Friday night. My current charge is 75%. So there's a reason why I've chosen to do this Uber Eats on a Friday night, because that's when it's the most busiest and that's when people are usually ordering out the most, as it's the start of the weekend and the money making potential for me is the highest compared to a normal weekday. So yeah, let's see how much money we end up bringing in today. So what I've done is I've gone to the shopping center where we have to pick up our food order item from. So as you can see, this is the address and the location where we're picking up the food from, Oporto Stand-Up Gardens. This is the order item. We're picking up 1 order, 3 items, and this is the expected time of 7:51 p.m. That's when the customer is hoping to actually receive their order by. Now let's just quickly go and grab our food item. So I'm going to show the staff my order item over here. Literally picked up my order. Now I'm going to the second place. So as you guys can basically tell, the order which I had gotten was for basically two different deliveries, and it was from the same place. And now I'm picking up the second order from this specific place. So now let's just go inside. Divjot? Let's go. Okay, go. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, done. So after having picked up all the food orders, now we're just driving to the client to drop off their food. Let's go. So basically we were at our first location, and we're just gonna go drop ahead. Let's go ahead and go to our second place. The last 2 deliveries, we made $14.26. The UI of Uber Eats app and Uber driving app is exactly the same. And as you can see over here, it shows you your earning trends for today. You can even see the hourly rates. Actually, it's hottest on a Friday from 5 p.m. I guess all the way up to 9 p.m. and then it gets dry. But yeah, these stats are quite helpful. So what I'm thinking of doing now is driving up to all the other areas which have a higher earning rate. Whilst driving, I basically accepted my second order. So we are now going to Mad Toppings Kellyville Ridge, which is basically a pizza place. And now let's get and pick up pizza. Picking up these 2 orders for this one person and then for the second person. And it's from the same place. And there we go. So basically, when I got to this pizza place, the guy at the counter declined to give me the pizzas for both the orders, as I did not have a delivery package. So I wasn't really sure what I was supposed to do now, as the restaurant guy told me to basically cancel the order. So then I went ahead and called Uber support. The guys didn't pick up, as there was a massive, I think, a wait before me. So then I decided of just chatting them up, which was a lot more helpful and faster way to connect to someone from the team. So on the chat, when I explained them the entire situation, the Uber support team basically told me to cancel the order, and they said they would give me an extra $3 as compensation, as I basically went ahead to the restaurant to pick up the food items, but they were the ones who declined to give it to me. Overall, I was quite happy with the way Uber support team acted in this situation. I went ahead and spoke to a different Uber Eats delivery person about this situation. I asked him if it was mandatory to have a delivery bag like the one he was carrying, but he said, look, it's optional. It depends mainly on the restaurant. They can choose not to give you the food if you don't have one of those insulated bags. So I guess this was a great lesson learned for me. So funnily enough, I instantly got a replacement order from this McDonald's, which was right next to this pizza place.
I reckon the best thing about this Uber Eats gig is that you get to walk so much and you get your steps in for the day. So yeah, so you can basically be fit and healthy whilst you're making money through this traditional side hustle. So yeah, so far I've been enjoying it. A lot of running around, that's one thing for sure. A lot of new rules and things which you have to learn. You know, every restaurant has their own different policy that, hey, you need a bag or you don't need a bag. They all have like separate pickup locations which you need to know of. So for this last short trip from Macca's, we only made $6.92. So what I'm actually seeing is the fact that you can actually pick and choose restaurants which are currently quite busy. So it says KFC Parkley is kind of busy. So now I'm having this error where I'm unable to go online. I'm in the middle of the road. I don't know what's going on. Even if I click go, it says unable to go online. It just gets stuck at this specific stage. This Uber Eats app is quite funny because we just did our first 2 deliveries, and at the end of our second delivery it just crashed. So I might just call Uber support in a few minutes if nothing happens, and let's see where it takes us from here. But yeah, that's our progress update so far. So at this exact point in time, I decided to call up Uber support to see what was going wrong and why I couldn't go online. They basically told me to log out of my account, restart the application, and see within an hour if everything is working fine. So I basically waited for an hour, watched some Netflix on my car, and by the end of that hour, the application was working fine. But to be honest, by the time I could go online again, the number of delivery orders which I was getting went down by a fair bit. And hence why I decided to call it a day. And in the next clip, you'll see how much money I exactly ended up making on the first day. So in total, we made a solid $24.18, and we did 3 trips in total. If you want to see how much time we were online for, so that was for 2 hours and 46 minutes. And as you can see, our net fare was $21 and promotions was $3. So in total, we did this Uber Eats gig for 1.5 hours tonight, and we made $24. The hourly rate for tonight is $16 an hour, and it does not cover any of our expenses such as fuel, charging. One quick learning I did have today was the fact, like, after 9 p.m. the amount of orders you get are a lot less as restaurants start to like close up over here in Sydney. But now let's just go ahead and take a look at how much money we can make on a different day at a different setting. So this is the second day on which I'm doing my Uber Eats delivery. I'm starting this time pretty early at 6 p.m. which is, I would say, when most people tend to usually order their food. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to a very popular area which is basically filled with restaurants, as I expect that's where I'll be picking up most of my orders and then going ahead and deliver those. So let's see how today goes and how much money we end up making. So as soon as I went online, I got my very first order quite quickly. Then I basically went ahead to pick up my second order, which was from the same complex. Last delivery made $11.68. I would say that's quite a solid rate for a very short trip. Now go ahead and wait for our next trip. My third and fourth delivery came from the same complex where I had picked up food earlier from. So then I just drove to that place, picked up the noodles from the same restaurant, and then I went on to deliver these food items to customers. So in the last delivery trip, guys, we made a solid $14.05. I've been waiting to get some trips around my local area, but I haven't gotten anything major. What I can see is that it's actually a lot more busier near the Sydney CBD. These are the areas where you can potentially make the most money. Out here in the suburbs, the potential of earning money is relatively less. But in my case, I'm logging off at $25.73, and in total I did 4 trips today. After having completed 4 trips, I decided to call it a day as I was not getting any more deliveries, and the ones which I was getting were like really far off, more than like 45 minutes away. However, I did discover this opportunities tab on the Uber Eats app, which was quite helpful. When you go into the opportunities tab over here, you can actually see all the different quests which are available or will be available down the line. So these are practically promotions. So as you can see, you can get paid like
extra amount for completing, like, for example, 3 trips, you'll get an extra $9. But using these quests, that's how you actually make more money, and this is a great way for Uber to actually motivate us to do as many trips as we can.
So there you go. That was my raw experience of completing Uber Eats delivery side hustle. In total, over the both days, we ended up making $53.05 and ended up completing 7 different trips. We were online on the Uber Eats delivery app for 4 hours and 43 minutes across both the days. So now you might ask, what do I personally think of this side hustle? So in my opinion, this is a great side hustle if you're looking to make some cash quite quickly, as the barrier to entry is quite low. You can literally start delivering food for any one of these different platforms from tomorrow onwards, even on your bicycle. However, because of this low barrier to entry, the earning potential is not that substantial. So you can't personally rely on this side hustle to make shit ton of money over the long time. But now let's just say if you do embark on this journey of doing this side hustle, there are 5 strategies you can use to maximize your earning potential. Number 1, peak hour. Pay attention to peak hours when demand is higher. These are often during lunch and dinner time, or often on weekends. Number 2, multi-app usage. Sign up on multiple food delivery platforms to increase the number of orders you can get. And using this method, there will be less time where you'll be sitting idle and doing nothing. Number 3, special promotions. Take advantage of any special promotions which are currently going on all of these platforms. These are usually offered by the platform when you complete a certain amount of deliveries in a certain amount of time. Number 4, learn local hotspots. Get to know popular restaurants and delivery joints in your local area, as these tend to receive the most amount of orders. Number 5, efficiency. Plan your routes in such a way to minimize downtime between your deliveries and hence optimizing your total earnings. Well, there you go. I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, go smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to check out this video on how much money you can make whilst doing Uber driving. Comment down below if you have any questions or concerns, and subscribe for more such content on different side hustles. Until then, take care and I'll see you in the next one.